and welcome back everybody, and welcome to my new home. As many of you know, we moved a couple of months ago. We were in that transition between this new construction being finished and our old home. So we were in our motorhome for a couple of months. So I think the nice thing was I went from 4,200 square feet to a motorhome. It wasn't small, it was 40 feet, but I think it helped me with the transition into this home. The first floor plan is 1,300 square feet, and upstairs that is probably about 850. That's just a guess. And that is where the Craft Palace is. I was lucky enough that this time I got to buy new furniture. So I wanted to go through things today and decorate my living room. We have brand new furniture. All three of these pieces are brand new. Bought them from a small local business here around my area. We did bring this table here from our old home. All the end tables are brand new, along with the TV. And then we've always had a fireplace, probably for about the last 25, 26 years. We didn't have an option of being able to put one in. Bought this, it's not really a TV stand, but it has the fireplace insert in it, and we're just gonna love that. So it does have a little bit of storage, which brings me to the reason some of this furniture was purchased the way that it was. I have, this is probably the best one to see. I have got a big drawer up here and a basket to be able to hold things like maybe blankets or whatnot. The same goes for this as well, and at some point I'll give you a shot of this. But I have 2 drawers, and then I also have 3 baskets underneath here, and it just is really nice to have that kind of storage. And that is something very big in this house because I downsized my closet drastically. We did get a closet organizing system put in professionally a couple weeks ago, and that really helped. I don't have as much storage in my kitchen. I have 1 linen closet, and my bathrooms, there's really no storage except for underneath the sinks themselves. So I had to get even more creative, which is why a lot of the new furniture has storage in it. So I'm gonna get started here. We did buy some new lamps right before we moved, so I'm gonna quick set those up. And these both have a really pretty mercury glass look to them, and I thought that they would be really nice as a nice contrast to the other things going on in the room. Now, you can also see the rug. I purchased this from rugs.com, and I did buy coordinating pieces for other places in my home. The only places we have carpeting are in our bedrooms, and then the family room downstairs and the Craft Palace. So I thought it would be a little bit cold, so I've got a rug here, a rug on my dining room floor, and then I have kind of a matching one through my kitchen as a runner. So now that those are placed, let's start doing a little bit more. This furniture came with some coordinating pillows, and I really love them. I'm gonna just set these here. Nice thing is these can also be taken apart. They do have zippers in them, which I think is fantastic. Because if I tire of the pillows, I can always just buy new pillow covers. If something happens with the pillows, we can replace the pillow covers. That is something I learned not too long ago because I had pillows galore, and I realized that they were just taking up so much space and it was kind of silly. So I started buying pillow covers. And this way I can undo and put in a new one for a new holiday, new season, anything like that. So I think that's a great alternative to buying all brand new ones all the time. So let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is my 2 end tables. I tend to sit on the end over here. My husband kind of has the recliner. So we kind of have minimal things because I'm always on my iPad doing that kind of thing. He'll be on his iPad or watching television. So the remotes and all that kind of stuff I tend to leave out on his table. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a couple of things that I wanna put on this end table. And I think I'm gonna start with the tray. This is super cute. I don't know where I got it, but I've had it for a while. that there. And then let's get a couple other things. I got this adorable picture of my granddaughter on a little easel, so we're gonna set that up as well. All right. And I think we need a little greenery, so let's grab a little potted plant. And I like that these all have different textures and different shapes. I'll bring you around when I have everything finished and we'll get a close-up look of everything. But I love the intricate cut in the tray, the cute pattern that's on the picture frame of my granddaughter, and then this has a really cool texture and color to it. I really like this too. And one thing I do, I buy the little plant. This is actually from IKEA. Might have been $5 or $6, but then I buy all my pots separately. This was IKEA as well, and who knows, they were probably all less than $12, $13 together. So this way I can move things around if I need to. And that table is done. So let's go to the table that I sit near. So I've got the iPad. Now I know this sounds silly to have this out for decorating, but it's where it sits all the time. So I'm just gonna put it there just so that I can see I have the room. And then we do have an old set of coasters that we use once in a while, so I'm just gonna throw them over here as well. Nice thing is I keep chargers, my earbuds, all that kind of stuff in here. And then I also run a power strip. These tables are lifted off the floor, so I run the power strip underneath, and then I have my cord for my iPod or my phone, where I can just pick it up, plug it in, and it's all good. So, all right. So I try to keep it minimal on this side because then I'm gonna have a drink or I'm gonna have something else sitting there that I'm working on. Sometimes it's a planning book, sometimes it could be a calendar, who knows? But that's kind of my spot. So now for my husband's area, I'm gonna grab the inevitable box of Kleenex and I'm gonna set his iPad on here. And let me give you a hint. When you are going to start decorating a room and you don't know what to do, lay it all out. Just get all your stuff out, set it all out, and let your imagination run wild with you. You don't have to worry about making it perfect. If you set it out, you don't like it, switch it out, see what you like to do. The best part is, when it comes to changing seasons, move things around. I move things from different places in my house, things I may have had stored away and forgot you had, or you weren't using it at the time, so you just kind of put it away. So make sure that you do that. Once again, as I say, think outside of the box. So let's do, I think I like a clock over here. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the corner here as well. Okay, so let's get a little something up on here. We don't want anything tall that's gonna be in the way of the TV. Now granted, the TV is hung high, but I just don't want a whole bunch of stuff sticking up really high right here that you're trying to look through to watch your television. So you've probably seen this before when I did the decorate with what you have, when I did the mantle at my old house. I love this little thing. There are hooks on it in the back so you can hang it on the wall, or I like to just set it out. Now, with this being September, these are probably gonna get changed out very quickly. I just got a little plant I threw in here, and another one with some vines on it, and then a little bird's nest. And then I have one of my luxury light candles. So that comes on at night all by itself. It's on a timer. So let's just set that here. Okay, I think that might be all I put on there for now. I may come up with something different. So I'm gonna just kind of look around. He's not helping, but he is at least on duty. except he's sleeping on the job. This is pretty naked over here. So I have an old rocking chair that I've had for many, many years and rocked my babies in it and my grandbabies. So let me grab that real quick. All right, I found it. All right, so I want to be able to put something here that stores like the dog's toys and things like that. Yes, he's very spoiled, and he spoils us too. Here, okay. This is just an old crate that we had gotten from Harley Davidson. So I don't think I want to set it out like that. So I'm going to put it as a, let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's gonna do for now. So in here, we've got his little blankies and his toys and things like that. I'm gonna grab something else here. Just a potted plant. Everything is silk. This is variegated, and I have no idea where it came from. I've had it for a long time. So I think I'm gonna stick it here and see what it looks like. Leave it there for now. At least gave a little bit of color down there. And let's go ahead and dress this. I'm gonna recover this. I have the fabric from the pieces of furniture here, this slate gray and the ivory color. And I'm gonna go ahead and recover that. I'll probably do a video on it, so I just don't have the time yet. So I'm gonna grab a blanket and, all right, I've got this gray throw that I got as a gift from a girlfriend. And let's just kind of drape it. And I'm gonna order another pillow cover for this, but this says, I love being yours. So we're just gonna put it here. I have no place in my bedroom or my guest bedroom or anything like that for it. So now we've dressed this corner. We've gotten the 2, 3 end tables done, and not everyone decorates with iPads. So, and then I got the little centerpiece kind of thing on the coffee table here. So the next thing I want to do is this, and I'm gonna move this so you can see it better. Okay, I hope this is a good angle. I had trouble because of the furniture in the way. And I'm not moving this furniture again. So now we have, it's kind of like a little bookcase, and I like that it kind of has a little, juts out a little bit here. Looks pretty nice. And it matches everything else, and I bought it on Amazon, believe it or not. So these shelves are all adjustable, and there are holes through the back if you were going to be putting in stereo components or anything like that for your television, or lights, which I might go ahead and do at some point. So right now we've just got the 2 shelves. I got them separated a little bit. Looks like I got that one high. But let me grab a few things and we'll get this decorated. Just kind of looking at my stash, and I've got really adorable picture of my granddaughters. This, I believe I bought it at home. Maybe. I'm not even sure, but I love it. I think it's cute. And I love old books, and I love little books. The ones that are so easy to be able to decorate with, be able to be risers for things, and just kind of fill in a spot that you may need. So. I was in Galena 2 weeks ago with my girlfriend, and on our way home, we stopped in Elizabeth. We stopped at this old school that is a huge antique store with all kinds of vendors. Look what I found. And all of these are all authentic, they're real. So let's see what this looks like. I've got another vase here that my daughter brought me. And then I've got some more books. Let's see what we can do. I think a candle, and then I'll see what this looks like as well. You may remember these from my old house. They were up on my coffee table in my family room. Okay, I think we might be done. I have one more spot in my room that needs to be done, and it is right behind us, and it is at my front door. Now, I haven't been sure about the picture that I wanted to use, but I have been looking and trying to figure out what. But in the meantime, I just have a nice big metal art piece that I just stick on the bench that's right there. So we'll put a couple little things on the bench, and then we'll be ready. All right, so here is the bench. It is an old handmade piece that came into my store, and I absolutely just fell in love with it, so I just purchased it right up. So I have that sitting right inside, can't say it's a foyer, but right inside my front door, and it fits there perfectly. And now I need to figure out what I'm going to put up here. And the problem I've had is that it's not very deep from here to here. I have a beautiful hutch that I wanted to set here that would have probably been about as the casing on the door, but it was too deep. And that meant that I wasn't gonna be able to open my front door all the way. So I put the bench here. So I'm gonna grab the piece of artwork that I was talking about. I'm gonna set it on the bench, and then I think I might put one or two little things around it. I'm still looking for that perfect piece of furniture to put there, something very narrow like a sofa table, which I do have one here, and I have one in my back room. Once again, without storage, the back room, I've got a couple of baskets underneath it that are holding outdoor items. So who knows, I may drag that out here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put this picture up here on the bench. I love this because teals and greens are my very favorite colors. And that is the reason that I went with the rugs that I did, is because I could do so many different things. I really kind of went out of my own comfort zone. I've always decorated in green. And when we moved into this new house, I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different. So we've got a color palette that is more gray and blue, but I had to have some kind of green in here. So that's why the rugs were bought, so that we could alternate these things in the room and everything would stay looking nice. So let me grab a couple things and we'll see what we can do. And you know what, if I don't like it, maybe I'll go ahead and grab that piece. I know it's really heavy, but maybe I can drag it out here. So this is one of my frog vases. I got a smaller one as well. This one has a luminaire candle in it, and that also goes on by timer. So everything is lit up really pretty in here at night. So it's something that if you like candles, they don't have to be the Luminaire brand, but there are a lot of really nice ones out there now that work really well. The timers work well. If they have remotes, they work well too. So you don't have to worry about blowing out candles at night, or did we blow that out before we left? So that's why I like these Luminaires or other brands that have remotes or timers to them. So they work great, and they're so popular now. They're so much more reasonable in price, and you don't have to worry about them. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave that as it is. I'm gonna take you around and show you everything that we did in the room. Okay, so here is the bench. Is that just the coolest thing? I love it. So here's the piece, and I think this may have been from Hobby Lobby years ago. I'm not quite sure. And I decided that if it did not work in here color-wise, I was gonna paint it. And it would work out perfect because you could paint it and distress it and just make it look old again. And I could have added some blue to it. So I've got these 3 pieces here. And then I'm gonna just bring you around. So here's the rocking chair. And the little box that has the toys in it for the dog. And I just threw a little bit of greenery in there, a little potted plant, just to kind of give it a little bit of color. So here's what we ended up with. And these are a different brand of candle, and they actually work very well too. And I like that they were really narrow. For the seasons, I do change these out. I'll pull these out. Usually I fill the bottoms with Christmas ornaments, and then I may put gold or red or green beads in here that you can hang on your tree. So they can be decorated all nice too for the holidays. So there's a picture of my grandbabies, and then there is my duck. And then over here, I just love the texture and the pattern that is in this setting. We've pretty much got this lace in here with the metal. We've got the white crisscross shape in here. And then we've got the texture and the color and pattern in this one as well. So I really like the way that this turned out. And the pillows that came with my sofa and my love seat match the recliner. And then I keep this one in the corner. You can see my cord is sticking out right there. And then this one turned out as really nice as well. So a clock when I realize it's 2:30 in the morning and I need to go to bed. So here's this one. And if we come back around here, we've got the sofa and just your everyday odds and ends. And this is one of my favorite pieces. This is gonna get changed out to fall, and then it'll probably get changed out to Christmas. Alexa, turn on living room. I'm not hanging that picture right now because I'm not sure it's gonna stay there, but I think this turned out really cool. It's comfortable, it's not stuffy, and I really like it. This is a little rattan footrest. Could be a little table if you wanted it to be, put a little tray on it maybe and be able to serve off of it. Or we've always had incliners on our sofas, and this time we didn't buy those. And I've always been used to putting my feet up later at night. So I think this turned out really nice. It matches the baskets. And, oh, I was gonna show you this too. So we've got lined drawers, which are really nice. And then we've got these baskets. And there's 3 of them, and there is one in each one of the end tables. Stay tuned for our next video. We'll be working in the dining room area. So I'm gonna show you what the inside looks like now.